in the water. Hey, come here. Come here, bro. Hey.
This nigga got bit by an alligator, bro. This nigga, what the
my hand.
His whole arm came off, bro.
There is one man who found himself outside the back of a bar restaurant just, I guess, early this week, maybe over the weekend. He was attacked by an alligator. And there he is going through all the pain. This is at the Banditos bar in Port Charlotte, Florida. Apparently there's a swamp just right behind open places here. It's a wild place down there. The folks did actually catch this alligator and discovered it was the exact same one that attacked this man. Here's what they tweeted out. This gator was caught. Trappers captured this 10.5-foot gator near a pond behind Bandito's bar on Sunday afternoon. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said it's the same gator. The victim here was 23 years old, and it was 1:45 in the morning. So he's out there hanging out. Again, it's a bar. Maybe he was intoxicated and found himself in areas he didn't want to be in any other time. His name is Jordan Rivera. As pointed out, he did end up losing his arm after he got to the hospital. Those folks helped wrap it up and save it to a degree there, but they ended up losing it when he was in the hospital. Here he is in the hospital talking about it. You might be surprised at his response to what happened to him.
I didn't lose my life, lost an arm. It's not the end of the world.
It's that attitude, that outlook on life that stands out about Jordan Rivera. His mother is too.
That's the best thing is that I have him. Like, yes, arm gone, very traumatic, but he's here.
An alligator attacked Jordan early Sunday morning, biting off his right arm and nearly taking his life.
They got my elbow, so I don't have an elbow, but I can still move my arm around and whatnot.
Jordan doesn't remember much of what happened. What he does recall is that the bar he was at, Banditos in Port Charlotte, was busy and the bathroom line was long. So he walked to the pond out back.
I just saw a little lake, just trying to go over there and just, take a little pee and whatnot. Something happened where I either tripped or like something, the ground below me kind of just went down and I ended up in the water. And that's literally the last thing I remember.
Bathroom breaks will lead to these types of things, Ben. There's more you have to say, but first, that first part. I know you're ready.
Yes, this is true. I gotta say, he's a lucky man in more ways than one. You go pee into an alligator-filled lake, he's lucky he just lost the arm. Keep that in mind.
First thought.
Could have had, first thought for you as well, I'm sure. Secondly, frightening experience. His attitude is great. I hope to recover the arm, they looked inside that alligator and they were able to identify it on account of his mood ring he was wearing on his finger, which mood probably ended on terrified. It's probably like a bright purple on that mood ring when they retrieved that.
I can't have you on shows.
Shows in general or just ones with?
I guess tragic events. Arms have lost.
This is not tragic. The guy himself doesn't think it's tragic. Look, true. I've had several experiences with alligators in Florida. There was one in the pond right behind my hotel a few years ago. I was doing stand-up. I would literally feed him French fries. I would feed him French fries and dessert. And I was shooting a web series. I went to Gator World in Florida. And because we were shooting there, they had us go onto the performance area. I sat on an alligator, held his neck. Here's a hot tip for your audience. If you ever see an alligator sit on their back, if you hold their neck down tight, they can hiss, but they can't get you. But if you don't hold their neck, they're very flexible. They can bend all the way back and kill you even if you're on them. So you got to hold their neck tight. I put a t-shirt on that alligator and then went to this little part called Gator Island and literally faced up a 15-foot alligator. He was a little elderly, I think. The guy's like, go up to him. I kind of fronted like I was about to fight up to him. That alligator backed up and went in the water. I was stomping around like I was the king of Gator Island, and an angry alligator swam up and tried to jaws of life slap down right on me, and I ran off of that rickety bridge and got out for safety. So I know alligators more than your average TYT commentator, dude.
How is it you never told me that you decided to fight alligators? This
is just one of many stories in my life you don't know about me yet, JR. We gotta hang out one of these days. Ask for the family for a break. Come over to my house and I'll regale you with some marijuana, empty whiskey, and stories.
Your birthday is coming up, but I mean, if there's gators out in the pond behind, and I mean, there's gonna be some second thoughts. Just gonna put that out there.
My pool's only got baby gators. Dude, they're friendly.